companies. Foreign companies are the types of corporate entity that conduct business in a state or jurisdiction other than where it was originally incorporated. The term applies both to domestic corporations that are incorporated in another state and to corporations that are incorporated in a nation other than domestic state. So all states require that foreign corporations register with the state before conducting business in the state. Chapter 16 of the Companies Act 2063 has provided for the establishment of foreign companies in Nepal. So, according to the Section 154, the foreign company can be registered with the registered in the Office of Company Register in Nepal, with while also while also depositing the prescribed fees, and then the Office of the Company Register should give the receipt within 30 days. And the foreign company also should make a board while mentioning in the board the important notes uh, regarding I'm sorry, I've got a call here, so a little bit disturbances. In the board, the foreign company should include its introductory informations like the number of like registration number and its address and many other important informations. And the foreign company should work in such a way that it is in such a way how it works in foreign country or the or its home country. And Section 155 is related to the submission of documents by foreign companies, according to which the foreign company should submit the permission note while indicating that it has got permission to establish company in Nepal. And it should also submit the registration certificate along with memorandum of association and articles of association, along with its authentic Nepali translation. And Section 156 six deals with books of account, audit, and annual report of foreign company, which states that the foreign company should it must submit its annual financial statement to the Office of Company Register in Nepal. And Section 158 deals with the cancellation of registration and liquidation of a foreign company, for the purpose of which the foreign company should again submit application to the Office of Company Register in Nepal, while mentioning its reason of wanting to cancel. And the third modern type of company I've included here is non-profit distributing companies. So companies not distributing profit are those that are not entitled to distribute or pay to its members any dividends or any other monies out of the profits earned or savings made for the attainment of any objectives. And the objectives of non-profit distributing companies could be to develop and promote any profession or occupation, or to protect the collective rights and interests of the person engaged in any specific profession or occupation, and also to carry on any enterprise for the attainment of any scientific, academic, social, benevolent, or public utility or welfare objective on the condition of not distributing dividends. And Habitat for Humanity could be cited as one of the important example of non-profit distributing companies. Nepalese branch of which is located in Patan area. You could also visit that office as well. And Chapter 19 of the Companies Act 2063 has made provisions regarding non-profit distributing companies. Section 166 deals with establishment of company not distributing profits, and it says that in order to establish or incorporate non-profit distributing companies in Nepal, there must be at least 5 members, and the members could be increased later on while keeping minimum members at 5. And Section 167 deals with the special provisions relating to company not distributing profits. It mentions that there should not be any capital shares while at the very time of establishing non-profit distributing companies, because non-profit distributing companies are operated based on the operated based on the grants and then donations received from the donors. And the fourth type of modern company is companies limited by guarantees. So company limited by guarantees, also termed as guarantee company, and the members of companies limited by guarantees are not called shareholders, but they are called as guarantors. So it's a specific form used for non-profit organization. Under this form, profits earned by the company are reinvested again in the company to use it for different purposes. And the non-profit companies or charitable institutes started by public donations or government grants as well. And here I've mentioned certain features of companies limited by guarantees. So in the companies limited by guarantees, the members are protected for being held liable in their personal capacity for the amount borrowed for business in the name of the company. And also the members of the company are only liable to pay only the guaranteed amount, which means the initial commitment met during the incorporation of the company, as mentioned in memorandum of association of the company. And the members are liable to pay only at the time of winding up of company in case of companies limited by guarantee. And the fifth type of modern type, and the fifth modern type of company is properties management companies. A property management company is a third party that works to maintain a rental property status quo for the monthly or annual fee, and this includes many operational tasks along with handling of tenant communications. It is the oversight of real estate by a third party. So here are certain examples. For example, B.a.ll.b management service is popularly known to be the best for residential properties. And if you are talking in terms of real estate management, then Colliers International comes first because it is best for commercial properties. And for the customer service, Lincoln Property Company is well known all over the world. And regarding environmental program and regarding the sustenance of renewable energy, Wind Companies is listed as the best for environmental programs and management of environmental program related properties. And the sixth type of company is multinational companies. A multinational company is a business that operates in many different countries at the same time. For example, Microsoft, Sony, and Coca-Cola. And in other words, it's a company that has business activities in more than one country. So it is a large business organization which is established in one country and which performs its manufacturing, trading, and service business in other countries through its subsidiaries or branches. So the key features are there are huge assets and turnover in multinational companies, and there are also international operations through a network of branches, and they have unity of control, and multinational companies money, and it also employs advanced and sophisticated technology, and there is professional management with undertake aggressive advertising and marketing. So these are the features of multinational companies. And the last type of company that I'm going to discuss is offshore companies. An offshore company is is a legal business entity that is set up with the intention of operating outside its registered jurisdiction and or the location of its ultimate ownership. For example, a company which is primarily based in the United States may produce its goods in Mexico. We can we can call it offshore company. And an offshore company works as a corporate entity that is allowed to trade, hold assets, and conduct normal business activities legally outside of the jurisdiction where it is incorporated. So Schlumberger is the biggest. It is not just biggest offshore drilling company in the United States, but also in the whole world. Some of the characteristics of offshore companies are like they are broadly not subject to taxation in home jurisdiction. They are not liable to pay tax in their home country, which is why the offshore companies, in the case of of offshore companies, there is business flexibility. And the regulation of the corporate activities is normally lighter than in a developed country. So to conclude, the growth of economy and increase in the complexity of various business operations have augmented the scope to classify the companies under various titles. So what the main purpose of companies is to maintain the homogeneity and apparently regulate those companies with similar legal framework. And this is all about my presentation. Actually, I was assigned with a case presentation as well. So I just took a look into that case. It was really short and I've read it several times. But unfortunately, I could not make presentation slides out of it because of time constraint. So maybe we could discuss that case later on. So these are my references for the presentation. So thank you so much for listening. And if you have any queries, I would be very happy to try addressing those queries. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, sir.